How many times a day do you say the word good? Good morning, that's good job. It's everywhere, right? But here's the problem. If you only use good for everything, your English sounds a little flat. Today, we're fixing that completely.
Yes, by the end of this video, you'll have 10 powerful new words to replace good forever.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. I am Kate.
Hi, everyone. I'm Martin. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Before we start, if you are new here, please subscribe to our channel.
And if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like. It really helps us grow.
Also, comment below and tell us how many times do you think you say good in one day?
We really want to know. Be honest, it's probably more than you think.
So Martin, today's topic is really fun. Stop saying good, use these 10 words instead.
I love this topic, Kate, because good is honestly one of the most overused words in English.
Exactly. It's simple, it's easy, and that's exactly why learners rely on it so much.
Right. When you don't know a better word, good always feels like a safe choice.
True. But here's the problem. If every single thing is good,
Your English starts to sound repetitive and a little boring.
exactly. Native speakers actually use lots of different words instead.
Right, and learning these words instantly makes your English sound more natural.
This is such an important topic for so many learners.
We get messages about this all the time.
What do people usually say?
They say, I want to sound more interesting, but I don't know which words to use.
That's true. This is such a common feeling.
Right, people know good, but they don't know what comes next.
Exactly. And today we're giving you 10 excellent alternatives.
With real examples, so you know exactly how to use each one.
Let's start by talking about why variety in vocabulary actually matters.
Great idea. Let's explain the real benefit here.
Martin, why do you think using different words instead of good is so valuable?
Great question. First, it makes your English sound more natural and fluent.
Right. Native speakers naturally use different words depending on the situation.
Exactly. Using only good can actually make speech sound a little basic.
That's true, even if the grammar is completely correct.
Right, vocabulary variety shows a higher level of English.
Second reason, it helps you express yourself more precisely.
What do you mean by that exactly?
Well, good is very general, but other words carry more specific meaning.
Ah, I see. Like the difference between good food and delicious food.
Exactly. Delicious tells you so much more than good alone.
That's such an important distinction.
Right. Specific words help people understand exactly what you mean.
Third reason, it simply makes conversations more interesting.
True. Imagine listening to someone say good for everything all day.
It would get boring pretty quickly.
Exactly. Variety keeps conversations lively and engaging.
These three reasons really explain why this topic matters so much.
Absolutely. Now, let's get into the 10 words themselves.
Yes, let's go through them one by one with clear examples.
Word number 1. Great.
This is probably the easiest replacement and a great starting point.
Nice use of the word right there, Martin.
Thank you. Great means very good, even better than good.
For example, the movie was great. Or, that's a great idea.
Simple, natural, and instantly makes your sentence sound stronger.
Word number 2. Excellent.
This means extremely good, almost perfect.
For example, her English is excellent. Or, this restaurant has excellent food.
This word sounds a little more formal and impressive.
Perfect for describing something truly impressive.
Word number 3, wonderful.
This means very pleasant or amazing.
For example, we had a wonderful time at the party.
Or, what a wonderful surprise.
This word carries such a warm, positive feeling.
I love using wonderful for happy moments and experiences.
Word number 4, fantastic.
This means extremely good, often used with excitement.
For example, the concert was fantastic.
Or, that's a fantastic idea. Let's do it.
This word adds real energy and enthusiasm to your sentence.
Word number 5. Amazing.
This means causing great surprise or wonder. Very impressive.
For example, the view from the mountain was amazing.
Or, you did an amazing job on this project.
Such a powerful, exciting word to use.
Absolutely, and it's used constantly in everyday English.
Word number 6. Impressive.
This means something that makes you admire it or respect it.
For example, his English skills are really impressive.
Or, that's an impressive presentation.
This word works perfectly for describing skills or achievements.
Word number 7, outstanding.
This means extremely good, standing out from everything else.
For example, she received an outstanding grade on her test.
Or, the service at that hotel was outstanding.
This is such a strong, professional-sounding word.
Perfect for formal situations like work or school.
Word number 8, brilliant.
This means extremely good or extremely intelligent.
For example, that's a brilliant plan.
Or he's a brilliant scientist.
This word is especially common in British English.
Right, but understood and used everywhere too.
Word number 9, delightful.
This means very pleasant, charming, and enjoyable.
For example, we spent a delightful afternoon in the park.
Or she has a delightful personality.
This word feels warm and gentle, perfect for pleasant experiences.
And finally, word number 10, superb.
This means excellent, of the highest quality.
For example, the chef prepared a superb meal.
Or superb performance tonight, everyone.
What a strong word to finish our list with today.
Absolutely. Superb really leaves a powerful impression.
So there we have it, 10 powerful alternatives to good.
Great, excellent, wonderful, fantastic, amazing, impressive, outstanding, brilliant, delightful, and superb.
10 words, and now our viewers have real choices instead of just good every time.
Exactly. Let's talk now about how to actually choose the right word for each situation.
Great idea, because not every word fits every situation.
Right. This is such an important detail people often miss.
Martin, how should someone decide which word to use?
Great question. First, think about the level of intensity you want to express.
What do you mean by that exactly?
Well, some words are stronger than others.
Ah, I see. Like, great is strong, but amazing is even stronger.
Exactly. Choose based on how impressed or excited you actually feel.
That makes so much sense.
Second, think about formality. Some words fit casual conversations better,
Right, like brilliant or delightful for friendly chats.
while words like outstanding or excellent fit formal situations better.
Like work presentations or academic settings.
Exactly. Choosing the right tone makes your English sound even more natural.
This is such helpful guidance for our viewers.
Third, think about the specific context you're describing.
What do you mean by context here?
Well, delicious works for food, but not for a movie.
Ah, right. Some words are naturally more specific.
Exactly. Although today's 10 words are quite flexible, context still matters.
That's such an important reminder for using vocabulary correctly.
Absolutely. Now let's move to some practical learning tips.
Yes, let's help our viewers really remember and use these words.
Tip number 1, replace good in your own sentences today.
Right. Think of 3 things you did today and describe them using a new word.
Instead of the food was good, try the food was delicious.
Wait, delicious wasn't on our list today.
True, but it's a great bonus word for food specifically.
Fair point, Martin. Great addition.
Tip number 2, choose one new word each day to focus on.
Right. Don't try to use all 10 words immediately.
Exactly. Practice one word thoroughly, then move to the next.
This prevents feeling overwhelmed with too many new words at once.
Tip number 3, notice these words when you're listening to English content.
Right. Movies, podcasts, and conversations often use these exact words.
Once you start noticing them, you'll see them constantly.
Tip number 4. Write these words somewhere visible, like a sticky note.
This keeps them fresh in your memory throughout the day.
Right. A visual reminder really helps with vocabulary retention.
Exactly. Tip number 5, practice using these words out loud, not just in writing.
This builds speaking confidence alongside vocabulary knowledge.
Exactly. Speaking practice makes these words feel truly natural.
Tip number 6. Create your own example sentences for each word.
Right. Personal sentences connect these words to your real life.
This makes them so much easier to remember long term.
These tips together create a really effective learning system.
Absolutely. Now let's give some real, practical examples our viewers can try today.
Yes, let's actually practice using these words together right now.
Let's imagine describing a recent trip. I'll use one of our new words.
Perfect idea. Go ahead, Kate.
My vacation last month was absolutely wonderful.
Great sentence. Notice how much stronger that sounds than just good?
Exactly. Let's try another example, describing a meal.
I'll try this one. The dinner my friend cooked was truly superb.
That's true. That sounds so much more impressive than the dinner was good.
Exactly. Let's try one more, describing someone's work.
Her presentation at the meeting was outstanding.
Perfect for a professional or formal situation.
Right. This word really elevates the sentence completely.
Let's try describing a piece of art or music now.
The song we heard yesterday was absolutely brilliant.
Great example, especially with that word absolutely added for extra emphasis.
Good idea. That's such a helpful addition, using intensifiers with these words.
Exactly. Words like absolutely, truly, or really make sentences even stronger.
Let's try one more example, describing weather or a place.
The view from our hotel balcony was amazing.
Perfect. Simple, natural, and much more descriptive than good view.
Let's do one final example, describing a friend's personality.
My best friend has such a delightful sense of humor.
What a lovely, warm way to describe someone.
Exactly. These examples show how naturally these words fit into daily conversations.
Absolutely. Now let's try a quick challenge for our viewers watching today.
Great idea. Pause the video and think of one sentence using good.
Then rewrite that same sentence using one of our 10 new words instead.
For example, the weather is good becomes the weather is fantastic.
Perfect example. Try this with 3 different sentences today.
This simple exercise really helps these words feel natural quickly.
Absolutely. Active practice always beats passive reading every single time.
I really believe today's video gives our viewers such a valuable vocabulary boost.
Me too. 10 simple words, but such a big difference in how English sounds.
Exactly. And these words work in so many different everyday situations.
Absolutely. Food, travel, people, work, art, almost everything, really.
Let's also remind everyone, good isn't a bad word to use sometimes.
Right, that's such an important point to make clear.
We're not saying never use good again.
Exactly. It's simply about adding more variety and precision to your speech.
Right. Having more choices makes your English feel more rich and more expressive.
Absolutely. Variety is truly the spice of good communication.
Nice wordplay there, Martin.
Thank you. I couldn't resist that one.
Let's also talk quickly about how these words can boost confidence, too.
Oh, this is such an interesting connection.
Explain more about that idea.
Well, when you use more advanced vocabulary, you naturally feel more confident.
Right, because you sound more fluent and more articulate.
Exactly. This confidence then encourages you to speak even more.
It creates such a positive cycle for continued improvement.
Absolutely. Small vocabulary upgrades can create surprisingly big confidence boosts.
I love how connected all these different topics really are.
Right. Vocabulary, confidence, and fluency all support each other naturally.
This really shows why today's simple topic actually matters so much.
Absolutely. Small practical changes create real, lasting improvement over time.
So here's the question for all of you watching today.
Which of these 10 words is your new favorite?
Is it amazing, brilliant, or maybe superb?
Tell us in the comments below, along with your own example sentence.
We would love to read your sentences and celebrate your practice today.
This is such a great way to practice together as a community.
Absolutely. And if you try using one of these words this week,
Let us know how people react to your improved vocabulary.
all right, everyone, that's it for today's video.
Let's do a quick recap before we finish.
We covered 10 powerful alternatives to good today.
Great, excellent, wonderful, fantastic, amazing, impressive, outstanding, brilliant, delightful, and superb.
Remember, choose your word based on intensity, formality, and context.
Practice using these words in your own sentences, out loud, every single day.
Don't try to learn all 10 immediately. Take it one word at a time.
And most importantly, notice these words whenever you're listening to English.
These 10 words truly can transform how expressive your English sounds.
Absolutely. Small vocabulary changes create such a powerful, noticeable difference.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like.
And don't forget to subscribe for more English learning videos.
We upload new episodes regularly to help you sound more natural every day.
Thank you so much for watching until the end.
We really appreciate your time and effort today.
We will see you in the next video.
Bye, everyone. Take care. And remember, stop saying good.
Bye, everyone. We had a truly superb time with you today.